Eyewitness News bringing you tomorrow's headlines today. And this morning we are delving into the Trump administration's immigration crackdown and local fears of mass deportation. Here with us now, the News and Observer's Tammy Grubb. Tammy, good to see you. Welcome back. Since President Trump returned to the White House for this second term, the role of ICE has expanded. What's changed about ICE in these first 5 weeks of the Trump administration?
Yeah, thank you for having me. Really, one of the first things that rolled out was a lifting of the restrictions on going into sensitive places, churches, schools, courthouses, to serve judicial warrants. They can't go in without warrants. And that prompted a lot of our local schools to issue statements of support for families, but a lot of families have kept their kids home from that. The other thing we're seeing that's really interesting is that ICE is not the only one making these arrests. They're bringing in other federal agencies like IRS, the Border Patrol, U.S. Marshals, FBI, and we saw that in Durham and Raleigh recently when Border Patrol made those arrests. And they can do that because we have an international airport, and so that brings the border into the inland parts of the country.
Okay, so this is happening. You've done the reporting for your article. You talked to many Triangle residents who describe living in fear. Say more about that.
Yeah, so I talked to these 4 women who live in Durham. We took great pains to not show their faces, not use their last names, to restrict what was shown in our photos so that we couldn't be party to what happens to them. We don't want to be part of the story, right?
Yeah.
So these women talked to me through an interpreter, and they said they were okay and that they understood what was happening, but their children are very afraid because they don't understand. And I do think at some point these women are afraid. They're trying to be brave for their kids, right? So a lot of them have banded together. They've been doing this for years, actually, since the first Trump administration. And they've created plans to determine what happens to their kids and their properties if they are actually arrested and deported. They've got networks within the community. They work with advocacy organizations like Siembra NC to educate themselves about their rights and to spread that information to their neighbors.
Tammy Grubb, it's a super important topic. I know you'll stay on it. Keep doing the reporting.
Oh, yeah, definitely.
Tammy Grubb, News and Observer, thanks for joining us. You can read Tammy's report on the NNO website or in Sunday's paper. Tammy, thanks.
Thank you.